The season of NFL football is upon us, and the Green Bay Packers are looking to make a comeback from their 6-9-1 season last year. My dad and I did this video last year. We predicted the Packers season. Didn't turn out so hot. My dad is unable to be here this year because he's been busy with work. We have our fantasy football draft tonight, and it kind of just sparked inside of me, and I was like, yo, I need to predict the Packers season. So I got my Packers apparel on. I've got my computer here, and we're about to go and predict every single game. So let's get it started. All right. Week 1, Thursday Night Football. Very first NFL game of the season. Out of all the league, first game, Packers-Bears. Soldier Field, 7:20 Central start, prime time. The best rivalry in sports. Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears. I can't start him out with an L. That's a W. Aaron Rodgers comes in. He silences Soldier Field. He says, "Shh, it's over." He's like, I'm not taking any more crap. I'm 34. I'm in my prime, baby. He shuts him up. We start out 1-0. That's a close victory over the Bears. Week 2, Minnesota Vikings. I don't know, man. That's going to be a home game. That's going to be a tough one. Another NFC North Division rival. Noon start. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost this game, but I don't think we're going to. Last year, the same thing happened. It was a tight game at home against the Vikings, and the game was a tie. It was a tie. It finished in a tie. I'm pretty sure I think it was week 2 last year, too. I can't remember. I was at the game. I was there. I saw an NFL football game end in a tie. It was the craziest experience of my life. I didn't know what to do. I walked out of the stadium silent. I was like, what just happened? Packers win this one, though. At home, confident coming out of Soldier Field with that victory over the Bears in week 1. We start out 2-0. Another home game the next week against Denver at home. Joe Flacco, new offense for him. I'm not too scared. I think Packers start out 3-0. 3-0. I think that's a confident 3-0 with this new Matt LaFleur offense where the passing and the run game are engaged. Like it's a marriage. It's not just passing and then a little bit of run here and there. Mike McCarthy, we're going to feed Aaron Jones the ball. That's what's going to happen. I'm really not worried about the run game this year. Now, this is a game that I'm going to watch out for. Thursday night, 7:20 start, September 26th. Nice little fall game. It's at Lambeau, but the Eagles are coming to town. We're 3-0. I really think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to go far in the playoffs this year. I think this is where the Packers take their first L. Even though it's at home, I don't think the Packers are going to squeak out of this one. I think that the Eagles' defense is gonna do a lot of work against that young Packers wide receiver core, and I think they're gonna shut Aaron Rodgers down for 1 week. I think it's gonna be a really tough, tight game, but the Eagles are gonna come out on top. So we're 3-1 going into week 5. Week 5, we move into October football. 3:25 start. At the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, look at that, an email. At the Dallas Cowboys. This is another L. I'm sorry. I think that the Dallas Cowboys in AT&T Stadium, this is an away game. It's going to be a tough one. Probably going to be America's game of the week on Fox. I would not be surprised because the Dallas Cowboys are America's team. And Troy Aikman always points out that it's America's game of the week whenever the Dallas Cowboys are playing. I think we move into week 6, 3-2. After 2 consecutive losses to the Eagles and the Cowboys. It's going to be hard, but we come back home. We bounce back with a W against Detroit on Monday Night Football. So we're 4-2. Easy game against the Lions. I think that's an easy dub. Lions are the weakest team in the division by far. So now we are sitting at 4-2 through 6 weeks. We're at home against Oakland. 4-2. That's 5-2. We'll take Oakland. We'll take them down. I think that they're a good team. John Gruden's a tough team. We just lost to him last week in the preseason. But that's preseason football. We didn't see any starters or anything like that. So I say we move into week 8, 5-2, after beating the Lions and the Raiders consecutively. Week 8, At Kansas City Chiefs. At Kansas City Chiefs. Patty Mahomes, the reigning MVP. They're going to be hot. They're going to be really hot. That's an L. We fall to 5-3. 5-3 after that loss at Arrowhead. That's going to be a really good game. That's Sunday Night Football. Oh my gosh, the Packers have so many primetime games. That's awesome. That's amazing. 5-3 going into Week 9 at Los Angeles Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers are my second favorite team. I love Melvin Gordon. I love Phillip Rivers. I love Keenan Allen. I love Casey Hayward, the former Packer. I think that they've got a really good team this year, and I'm hoping that the Chargers can at least go far. My ideal Super Bowl would be Packers-Chargers. I think that would be so sick. That would be awesome. But right now we're sitting at 5-3. And we're going into Week 9. We're going to Los Angeles. But the Chargers have so few fans that it's going to be like a home game for us. It really will. We're 6-3 after Week 9. That's a win over the Chargers. That's a win. It's going to be a tough game, though. It'll be a tough game. They did just lose Derwin, though. Their star defensive player, Derwin James, I believe. He had some bad injury in training camp or something. So prayers up for him. That's tough, man. 6-3 going into Week 10 at home against the Panthers. I'm not a believer in Cam Newton. We're 7-3 after Week 10. Oh, we're 7-3 going into the bye. Week 11 is our bye. Home game against the Panthers. Home game against the Panthers, Week 10. We win that, go to 7-3 into the bye week. I feel pretty confident with that. And then we move into November football. Late November football after Thanksgiving, post-Thanksgiving football, which is when it gets real, according to Colin Cowherd. Week 12 at San Francisco. This is going to be a tough away game. I feel like the San Francisco 49ers are a really underrated team right now. I say we move to... We're 7-3 coming out of the bye week. I can't gauge how the team will be coming out of the bye week in a LaFleur offense because I haven't seen Aaron Rodgers in the LaFleur offense yet. Hopefully I'll see him tonight when we play the Chiefs in preseason. You know what? I think this is going to be a loss in San Francisco. It's going to be a tough game. That'll be a tough game. That'll be November 24th. That's like right around Thanksgiving. That's 2 days before Thanksgiving, actually. Yeah. That's like a Thursday night. No. Sunday game. My bad. That's a couple days before Thanksgiving. That's a loss. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to throw a couple touchdown passes. He'll have a bounce-back season. Yeah. Coming out of the bye week, we'll lose. We'll move to 7-4. Week 13 against the New York Giants. In New York. The only thing we're going to have to worry about is Saquon. We shut him down. We won't have to worry about anything. Saquon and staying away from Jabril Peppers. That's about it. That's a dub. 8-4 into Week 14. At home against the Skins. That's another dub. 9-4. I'm not scared. 9-4. We're flying. Oh, easy. At home against the Bears. 10-4 after Week 15. 10-4 after Week 15. Bears come to town. We'll see you later. Kick you out of here. Bye, Bears. Monday Night Football, Week 16. We're 10-4 going up against the Minnesota Vikings. Week 16 football. This is late in the season. 10-4. This is going to be an L. This is going to be an L in Minnesota. We'll move to 10-5. As long as Rodgers stays healthy, we will finish the season at 11-5 after we beat the Detroit Lions in the last week of the season, in Week 17, which is a game that I might be going to, I think. We will finish 11-5. And I hope that we have a good record like that, where they play their starters, and we're trying to get like home field advantage or something for the playoffs in Week 17. So when I go to the Detroit Lions game at the very end of the year, that's going to give me something to root for. And that's going to give the Packers something, a reason to play their starters. But there you have it, folks. That's an 11-5 record. We're going to take 5 L's. We're going to take 5 L's. I think there will be a couple games in there that are really, really tight. It all depends on the health of Aaron Rodgers. The scary thing about this Packers football team is I feel like we're one Aaron Rodgers injury away from being just another 6-10 team like last season. I mean, that's how it is. Because Aaron was not healthy at all last year, and that's really what blew our season for us. So I'm excited to see how this LaFleur offense works. I hope that we can take some of the weight off of Aaron Rodgers' shoulders and put it on the other Aaron Jones in the backfield, because the dude's going to be a workhorse. And don't tell anyone I said this, but I'm probably going to be looking to take him in fantasy football tonight, because he's a definite sleeper for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys are going to watch the Packers a week from tonight when they play Chicago at Soldier Field to kick off the NFL season, because that's going to be one heck of a game, and I really hope that I'm able to watch it, because I may actually be in an audition for some shows at my school in Stevens Point, because I'm moving back to Stevens Point tomorrow morning, which is really sad, but I'm excited. I'm really excited for this year. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Go Pack, go. And the Bears still suck. The Dallas Cowboys still stuck. Dez dropped it. And the Seattle Seahawks suck, but I like Russell Wilson. So, yeah. What was that outro?